I want to show off some of the different varieties of marigolds and how well they're doing. Right about now. It gets tricky being out here this time of year because there are a lot more sounds due to all the dry leaves that may or may not be a bunny eating. And it's really distracting. Not that I stop everything just because I hear or see a bunny, but I do stop a lot because it's nice to see them. They are cute. I love the views from under here. This tomato canopy. Look at those gorgeous yellows. It's like a bush. You can see it's been knocked down, but oh, look at that one. It's so perfect. So again, these are the little French marigold. And then that's the bigger cousin. I'm just so loving these with the red markings. That's so beautiful. Little paint marks. Getting very tricky to get through these parts. There's a beefsteak hanging out. Nasturtium vining everywhere. Some buckwheat. Some more tomatoes. Oh yeah. And up there, that's the Spanish flag or firecracker vine. Ooh. More of these super prolific speckled Roman paste. I just got bit like 15 times. Lots of mosquitoes. I'm gonna have to wrap this up in a second. Okay, I just want to show you these from the front. Aren't they? I hate to use the word, but they are so darling. Aren't they? Look at that. Absolutely darling. Get this out of here. So beautiful. Ouch, ouch. Oh, that was a doozy. All right. I'm stepping on some of them now, which is not good. And let me just quickly head back over here to my favorite part, if I had to pick. Okra. Still doing it. Oh, look how beautiful. What a gorgeous, gorgeous flower. More okra. Zinnias are like my height now. I lost a few. A couple came down, but so this one's actually taller than me. Yeah, I have to step on this little bricks here to see the flowers, which is pretty exciting. Corn is definitely taller than me now. Still really no signs of any ears, but and it's still really pretty green, so I don't want to cut it yet. Not till it goes brown on its own, I guess. I wanted to use it for decorating, but I don't know. Looks like it's a little too healthy for all that yet. It's so pretty down in here with these. The bunnies have taken a liking to not only the cosmos, which is a huge bummer, but the Black Eye Susan. See all those leaves? Yep. Always a challenge with those. Look at that little lavender one. So nice. I'm gonna check on the pumpkin. I was hoping we might get one more, but oh no. Alright, so that didn't work out. That was a little pumpkin to be. There's another pumpkin to be, but I'm not seeing any other flowers at the moment, so I don't know how likely it is for that to get fertilized since there's no more pollen to fertilize it. Those are collard greens that were eaten alive by moths all, well, late summer, that seem to have outlived them, and they're going to be taking off any moment, I think. I found quite a few more of the cucamelons the other day. A ton of them had fallen into the basket, which I didn't realize till after the fact. Doesn't really help me much, but what else is going on over here? I love the little pumpkin vines, how they twist and turn like that. Oh, look. There's a little butternut squash. But again, on its own, no one to help fertilize. No flowers to help fertilize, pollinate. So, get through here a little bit. These peppers. Oh wow, what is that? These were a disaster. Oh, looky. Oh my gosh, that's exciting. I think this is a peach pepper, actually. Yet to turn peach, but if I remember, that was a peach pepper over there. More zinnias. What would I do without my zinnias? Finally, that's a gorgeous tomatillo. I'll have to get out here and pick some more of these. These were really late. There's a couple gorgeous tomatillos. I don't think I'm going to be planting them next year, despite how much I love the colors, the purple ones especially. They were otherwise really late, and by the time, like now, by the time they're here, it's October already, or late September, and I'd kind of moved my culinary palate onto more autumnal foods, and the tomato and tomatillo, the acidic, more citrusy types of foods, not so much craving those. Anyway, here's more of the buckwheat. There's the lighter pink one. I forget which one that is, but then that is again the red soba buckwheat. There may be another pumpkin back here. I don't think so, but I haven't done a really thorough look. I'm hoping one day I might just come out here and get surprised if the leaves die back and it reveals itself. I don't think so, but I haven't given up hope yet. And look how pretty that vine is. Again, these little curly vines. Oh, there's a little beauty. They're just one of the most ethereal, those and the borage, that color of the borage, and the way these spread, these vines spread. Oh, nice. This was one of the cosmos that the bunnies got too. See? But it has more buds. Yeah, the color of those the borage is so otherworldly. If that's your goal, I highly recommend throwing some of those down. All right. Hot October. At least today. It'll cool off this weekend, thankfully, but I want to save all these seeds. There's just a lot to do, and I'm really, really kind of burnt out, to be honest. But maybe once the weather cools down into the 60s next week, I'll find a little more energy to get out here and make some stuff happen. But if I learned anything this year, the big takeaway is that I want my gardening to be, how about those pods there? I just can't get enough of those pods. But anyway, I want my gardening to be a much more relaxing, less stressful, less maintenance, less physical endeavor, something that's just more relaxing and to be done in a way that I have more time to actually enjoy it and not do so much work. So I have a lot of thoughts on what I will and won't be planting next year. For example, 18 tomato plants was ridiculous. Don't need that many tomato plants. I don't even really like tomatoes that much. If I was going to have 18 of anything, I'd rather have 18 zucchini plants because I really love zucchini. And it's more of like a meal. You can't really eat tomatoes, just tomatoes. I mean, you can do like a tomato sandwich or... Anyway, I'm rambling, but... yeah, and there's a number of flowers that I won't be growing again, but these aren't one of them. These are my favorite, for sure. And the biggest surprise, I think, of all is that I actually I think it's called Will Rogers Zinnia, and it's a red zinnia, and it's the only zinnia I didn't plant. I had, I don't know, a dozen or so of different varieties, and I planted at least a few of each. And that was the only one I didn't bother planting. That and the white, the polar bear white. And I love the red. I didn't know that. I think it's maybe, it occurred to me today, like the red with the green, it's the most complementary color of, most complementary pairing, I guess you can get in the garden. And they just, I don't know. I just need more of that in my life. So, more red, more whirligig, more sunflowers, more of these Thumbelina zinnias, because these are really quick to flower. More marigolds, especially in the front of the gardens. And what else? Oh, I'll show you this really quick. These just finally opened. Let me show you. Look at that one. This is the apricot Cosmo. Lemon. Oh no, it's not apricot. It's lemonade. It's awesome. And then, of course, the gorgeous, almost unbelievable in its perfection, these Tithonia. I have been thinking quite a lot about, there's a yellow variety. I have never seen it in person, but I think I might want that one next year. It's sort of a bummer because these don't show up until really, really late. And they take up a ton of space in the meantime. So, you know, it's a sacrifice if you want to put these in a limited area, in a space where you have limited area, because you miss most of the season, and again, they take up a ton of room, but they put on such an incredible show. And from a distance, from the second floor, from the kitchen, where we can see the garden, it would be so, I think that yellow, like I really miss the yellow from the sunflowers. We still have a few. Let me just put this down. But the main sunflower show. Ooh! The main sunflower show ended. I had a little bee on there that I did not know about. But these were just picked today. So, not a super professional arrangement, but beautiful nonetheless, because there's zinnias and cosmos and the Spanish flag. And it's kind of hard to mess this up, but I was in a rush. And anyway, this one right here though, this gorgeous, gorgeous bright orange, this warm orange, spiced orange, that's got to be one of my favorites too, that color. There's the red again. So, you live, you learn. Hopefully you learn. That's the goal. Look at that gorgeous okra. And one more on the okra flower. And all those okras, little okras to be. All right. Hope you have a really beautiful, healthy, happy, miraculous, miracle-filled day, week, month, whatever it is till I report back. So take good care and happy, healthy gardening.